Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Sandra's Stenography and Shorthand Dictation. I appreciate all of you being here. Appreciate that so much. And I also appreciate you supporting this channel. It is awesome the way you guys like the videos. I don't know if you share them, but you give them a thumbs up, and that keeps me motivated. I've also have some new subscribers, so thank you to the new subscribers who have subscribed to this channel and is willing to support this channel in any way they can. So with all of that being said, you know you can do all of those things. Continue to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it. I'm here for it. So you can also hit the bell for notifications in case you want to be the first one to know when I upload a new dictation for you. Tonight or today or this afternoon or whenever you're watching this video, I am doing some more keyboard drills and sentences for you to get you up to speed. My goal is to get you to the next level, and the next level for you would be going to my 30 to 70 word per minute videos. So let's go ahead and get started because it takes me a while for you guys. You know, when I'm reading at 180 words per minute, I get through that in about 3 minutes. But for you guys, I need a little bit more time. So let's start out writing this exercise. We're going to write some words. Ready? Soap, sight, buys, cheese, siege, choose, ox, scowl, fees, vows, see, this, safe, essay, size, ashes, seal, less, soon, oars, rice, sorrow, miss, sun, nice, song, signs, sways, yes, house, toast, step, laces, suck, sexes, steer, roaster, rooster, faces, sources, story, Moses, boast, state, Still, Hester, bolster, passes, musters, steam, most, just, stoops, nest, paused, haste, hosts with an S, yeast, houses, stitch, sting, vest, guesses, diseases, text, next, mask, deepest, exercise, biggest, Rochester, molest, ballast, surmised, disposes, invest with an S, season, luster, justify, revised, register, system, resist, palos, monster, essence, assume, emphasis, science, daisy, cousin, also, restores, discusses, denies, bestow, reason, escape, lazy, gauzy, Anything giving you a hard time? Anything that you can't write? Now later on down the line, once you finish this little part that I'm giving you here, or should I say, when you begin to move out of here and move to 30 and 40 and 50 words per minute, you will find that there are lots of briefs for some of these words. Not for like soap or sight, not for the one strokers. You don't need a brief for those, but there is a brief for justify, register, system. And the brief for system will be ST final M. You also have briefs for discuss, which will be SKUS. And emphasis and reason would be R final N. But at this point, you need to know how to write these words out and to listen to the way they sound and write them exactly the way they sound. For example, you have emphasis. So you could do EM and then come back with fa and then sis. Emphasis. Bestow. You could write that B-E, B long E, and then come back with S-T-O-E. Palos, P long A, then come back with L-O-S. Disposes, D-I-S, and then come back with P-O-E-S, that's dispose. And then you're going to come back with another S for the S sound, disposes. Mask, if that one is giving you an issue, I would write that M-A-S and come back with the K, final K. Put it all together, you have mask. Exercise, K-P-E-R, that's my exer. The K-P is my X, and then the E-R would make it exer, and then I would come back with S long I-S, making it size. I can even come back if I have the Z on my keyboard and make it size. Follow me? Ballast. B-A is spelled B-A-L-L-A-S-T, but you could write that B-A-L, and if you want to add the L-A-S-T on the end, I would not be writing the T on this one. So for me, it would look like L-A-S asterisk, and the asterisk stands for my missing T. And once you read that 1,000 times, you already know that that S is standing, that asterisk is standing for my missing T. Invests. There's a brief for that, but I'm not going to teach you that right now. Invests. You can do I-N and then come back with V-E-S. I will put my asterisk in there for the missing T and then come back with the S. Essence, E-S, and then you could come back with the E, final N, final S, which would be ints. I think you're following me. Let's do them again. Soap, sight, buys, cheese, siege, choose, ox, scowl, fees, vows, see, this, safe, essay, size, ashes, seal, less, soon, oars, rice, sorrow, miss, sun, nice, song, signs, sways, yes, house, toast, step, laces, successes, steer, rooster, faces, sources, story, Moses, boast, state, steal, Hester, bolster, passes, musters, steam, most, just, stoops, nests with the nest, paused, haste, host, yeast, houses, stitch, sting, vest with an S, guesses, diseases, text, next, mask, deepest, exercise, biggest, Rochester, molest, ballast, surmised, disposes, invests, season, luster, justify, revised, register, system, resist, palos, monster, essence, assume, emphasis, science, daisy, cousin, also, restores, discusses, denies, bestow, reason, escape, lazy, gauzy. Now, as you notice, a lot of these words, you are going to be trying to put the S and the T in at the same time. I don't know what theory you have, but you won't be able to do that. And this is great practice for when you can't add the S and the T at the same time on the ending of a word. So whatever theory you have, you follow your theory. If your theory tells you to put an asterisk in for the missing T like mine, that is exactly what you do. Again, third time. Let's speed it up a little. Soap, sight, buys, cheese, siege, choose, ox, fees, vows, see, this, saith, essay, size, ashes, seal, less, soon, oars, rice, sorrow, miss, sun, nice, song, signs, sways, yes, house, toast, step, laces, successes, steer, rooster, faces, sources, story, Moses, boast, state, still, Hester, bolsters, passes, musters, steam, most, just, stoops, nests, paused, haste, hosts, yeast, houses, stitch, sting, vests, guesses, diseases, text, next, mask, deepest, exercise, biggest, Rochester, molest, ballast, surmised, disposes, invests, season, luster, justify, revised, register, system, resist, palos, monster, essence, assume, emphasis, science, daisy, cousin, also, restores, discusses, denies, bestow, reason, escape, lazy, gauzy. Moving on. Let's write some sentences, nice and slow. There will be no rush. Ready? Now, let's go over some of the words in here because I don't want you to get all messed up and thinking that, oh my God, this is just too hard. So we've got several. Charge, dollar, suppose, subjected. Now, I would write that out to S-U-B would be my first stroke. And then jected, that means my J, E, K, T, and then I would come back with the D. Subjected. What do we have? Advantage. There is a brief for that. V-A-N-G. Vange. You want to write that down. V-A-N-G. Then we've got country, which I think you know how to spell that out. Write that out. You could do kun, K-U-N, and then tree, T-R long E. Happy, together, there's a brief for that, T-O-G-T. TOGT is for together. Whom, what do you hear? HOM. Subject, SU, final BT is a brief for subject. You can write that down as well in your little handy dandy brief book. Kingdom, shouldn't have a problem with that because you're going to be KING, come back with dome. Objected, OB, final T, come back with your D. You can also do OE, BT, final D. And we're going to take our time with this. I'm not going to rush you. Thanked, THA, final NK, final D. I'm going to see if I can find another brief for you for thanked. I don't think there is, not for me anyway, but maybe you might want another one here. So THA, this is how I write it, THA asterisk PBG. And there's a million other ways to write that. You'll have to go on Briefpedia and find them. I don't want to get you confused. We also have the, which is TH long E. However, you can write that HOUFR. Object is also a brief for that. You can write OEB. That's how I write it. There are 1,000 briefs for object. They also have a final B here on Briefpedia. They have just final B, if you want to keep it nice and simple. Then there is, OEBT. Then there is, which is my brief. And then we have, you can even use O asterisk BG. O final BLT. Many briefs for object. You can go and find one if the one I gave you does not suit your fancy. Already. L final RD. I hope you have a brief book where you can practice these briefs. How much? HOUFP. Just the way I write it. We've got tooth. You would write that in my theory, TAO, because AO is my double O. That's why it's so important to read your notes. So you would write that TAO. T with the asterisk, because I can't get my H in there. So I'm going to add the asterisk to substitute for my H. Subject again. We went over that one Tuesday. I write that T long US. Please put that in your brief book. And if you do not have a brief book, I would suggest you go ahead and get yourself one today. Starting with these briefs. I think. How do you think we're writing that? So I write that I asterisk NG. Common is in here, COMON. I write KMON for common. KMON, so it should look like KPLOPB. They said all is in here, AWE. I would just do AU if you want. O is in here, OH. You could just do OE. And AEE is in here. You could do that just long A for A. Let's write this. Take our time with it. Ready? Several of them think, THI, they ought, AUT, to go. Oh, I think they, THE, charge each $1, but BU, it is, T final S, to TAO, much of all who should come, comma, to opt to go on. Suppose they should be subjected to a large charge, comma, have they much advantage at first? Question mark. It is, T final S, to the TOT, advantage, PANG, of the final F, final T, party to go into the country. It seems they hope to be happy if they come up together. Whom have they to thank for it? Question mark. They gave out this subject, comma, a change of kingdom or of country, period. It is objected to by some who had come because they think it is to thy advantage, period. Those who have come have thanked thee and given $1 each, semicolon, SMFRBGS. However, comma, some object to it, period. They have come, period. But few had ever said it is too high, period. They already have them at an advantage, period. How much do they owe thee? Question mark. And I, for an eye, and a tooth, for a tooth. The subject itself was given to them on Tuesday. I think it is common for them to do this, period. They said, comma, all, comma, oh, comma, or a, period. It has come to this. I'm going to read this one more time and then we're going to end it here. And I'm going to pick up the pace a little bit on this second take. Ready? Several of them think they ought to go, period. Oh, I think they charge each $1, comma, but it is too much, period. Of all who should come, comma, to, ought to go on, period. Suppose they should be subjected to a large charge, comma, have they much advantage at first? Question mark. It is to the advantage of the party to go into the country, period. It seems they hope to be happy if they come up together, period. Whom have they to thank for it? Question mark. They gave out this subject, comma, a change of kingdom or of country, period. It is objected to by some who had come because they think it is to thy advantage. Those who have come have thanked thee and given $1 each, semicolon. However, comma, some object to it, period. They have come, period. But few had ever said it is too high, period. They already have them at an advantage, period. How much do they owe thee? Question mark. And I for an eye, comma, and a tooth for a tooth. The subject itself was given to them on Tuesday, period. I think it is common for them to do this, period. They said, comma, all, comma, oh, comma, or a, period. It has come to this. That is it for the lesson today, my good people. I thank you so much for coming. Please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me and helps my channel. I appreciate all that you do to support. Without further ado, I'm going to let you go. And we've been writing now for about approximately, give or take, about an hour. Please practice this until you can do it without any mistakes. If you was to turn this in as homework, I would expect to see no mistakes on this. So make sure you practice it until you have this down pat, as they say. Thank you for coming. And as always, happy writing.